Thank you so very much, Barrister.
Very well. Good morning.
All right, so let's get talking on this particular matter. Very sensitive, very so important, especially going by what we had observed in 2023 general election, February 25th. Nigerians at that point wished that all elections could have been conducted the same day. APC is against it. Before now, APC had told Nigerians this is what they wanted before now. Then why is it that they are suddenly not happy?
Well, we have started acting as if our vote counts in Nigeria. We have started acting as if INEC have a mind of its own. Now, assuming but not conceding that our vote counts truly, and that INEC have a mind of its own, is not influenced by the executive or any other arm of government, the argument would have made sense that if we conduct all elections the same day, amend the constitution to conduct all elections the same day, it will cut down cost, okay? Because we will not have to print ballot papers 2-3 times in one election cycle to separate governorship and assembly elections from presidential and all other elections. So it would have made sense to say, okay, let's have it in one day. That's assuming we're not considering our vote counts. But not in situations where you are using INEC to mess up the system, okay, and turn around and whatever. So if INEC is going to compromise, if INEC is going to mess up the system by technical glitch and other myriad issues and all that, there's no need for that proposal for one day election for all polls. There's no need. If it's going to be as usual, same.
What will change? It still remains the old one, which is INEC.
The content is still the same thing. So I think when we have a new INEC, a changed, objective-driven INEC that is going to conduct the polls dispassionately, not minding who the president is or who anybody is or who what politician is, then the proposal will make sense that let's conduct this election in one day. Okay? But if that is not the case, I mean, they can as well keep conducting. Well, the truth is, even if you conduct it in 1 month and you have not made any law to intercept vote buying, you have not made any law to intercept these irregularities where people handwrite results, okay, and shelve the ballot papers aside and just handwrite results. If you have not made a law to tackle all that, you are still wasting your time. Because what difference will it make if you conduct all election in one day and what you have with the ballot paper were all purchased votes? What difference has it made? If you conduct it in 2 days, what difference will it make if people are going to compromise, the umpire will compromise, politicians will compromise and all that? What difference has it made? So this is just one exercise again. That's why I say we have started acting as if we are, this thing is working and I want to make it work better and all that. We have started that again. Now, this same proposal, we have not called INEC, though during the public hearing they will be there. They will be there during the public hearing. But I'm saying, does INEC have any input in this? Because I know they came up with, after the election, they came up with a lot of, after they understudy what happened and all that, they came out with a lot of amendment proposals. Is this one of the proposals of INEC? Is INEC saying this? If INEC is saying that, is INEC prepared? Or if it's just being proposed by House member, because I learned that is coming from Benjamin Kalu. Yes. So, is it in sync with INEC? Is INEC ready? Is INEC prepared? Does INEC have the manpower to conduct this whole thing in one day? Okay, and collating the result. What is the resultant effect it will take on the process of counting and collating the result. Because now you now have one long sheet, okay? Everybody pack into that one long sheet so that the election is done in one day. So the presidential vote is there on the same ballot, governor is there, State House of Assembly, the Federal House of Representatives, Senate, everything in one, councillors, local government chairman, and the rest in one long whole sheet. How practicable is that? Given weak electoral education and political participation and apathy, is this something that is practicable? Because I don't want to sound like APC or like any other party that have turned it down. Yes. Because I know that the reasons APC are putting forth is not the same reason I'm putting forth. Okay. I've seen the reason. Their reason is they are scared that if they give in to this, they may play into the hands of the opposition and lose out. That's their reason. I've read it. But there are deeper reasons. Just not more. I am to speak on this because I'm very indifferent as to whether 2 days or 1 day. Okay. The disadvantage of having it 2 days is that the outcome of the first day, is used by incumbents or political parties to design the sometimes dubious strategy of the next election. Is used to design. Because from the first day, they have seen where INEC is handicapped. They've seen the lapses. They've seen where the people are not forthcoming. They've seen how. Then the next day, you're going to have it either 1 week after or within the same period. So the next time around you're coming for the election, you already have a different thing entirely, working against the whole thing. So first, does our vote count? That's the first thing. A lot of people have argued. There are proponents of that argument say that our vote counts. They count. That if it were not so, politicians will not be buying it. That it counts. Okay, why I agree? Does INEC play the role of an umpire? There are people who said yes, INEC does that. INEC conduct the election and all that, and there are people who say no, INEC compromises, that in all the elections they've seen INEC have been arrested who are using mutilating results and the rest of that. So every election is a story. And in that story you have voter apathy, you have rigging, you have fairness, because there is fairness in some places. You have vote buying, it's a mix. Everything good, bad, and ugly in the mix of every election. Okay. You cannot extricate one to preserve or elevate others. So it's a whole story. Now, what I would have suggested is for the amendment to put a serious penalty on vote buying and electoral offenses, electoral crime. Make it a capital punishment. That's what I thought I should see, because there is no penalty for wrongdoing during election in Nigeria.
But do you really think vote buying can be regulated? Because